Alright. I'm open to God, nothing is breaking, everything looks okay. Music. That down. Or well, no, because I gotta go back to here. That should be up. Hello, Ruby. Hi. Hopefully everything's working and nothing's breaking so far. Thank you for coming in. Let me just do that. Alright. Everything should be working fine. I hope to God nothing's breaking. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So now I should open that and... Woo! Hello.
Let's go to the con, come on, monsters bring it on. It's time to make it fun, it's time to make it right. I said it, let's go to the con, nothing can stop us. And you know we're gonna make it right, we're gonna make it whole. There are all sorts of stands, come take my hand, let's overspend, on demand. There is nothing you can do. Let me become your stand, number one fan. This is our chance, there's no romance. There is nothing you can do to me. Monster, 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 monster.
Oops, sorry about that. Yep. Bit loud because that's kind of like the opening, and I don't think I can change the volume of that, sadly. But I can change... That's the wrong thing. There we go. And thank you! Let's see here. Bam. Is that good for the audio? I hope. And thank you. I did so relate and really like it as well, and I'm glad that it came out okay, and that it isn't breaking still. I'm surprised nothing has broken yet. I really thought everything would. And awesome. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Made it past the hard part of getting the stream actually working and up, thank God. I kind of forgot to set up my stream information, so that was a big thing I had to go do quickly. But yeah, MonsterCon! Really like this game. I played the first game, Monster Prom, and then I went to Monster Prom Camping or something like that. Monster Prom Road Trip was the third one, and now this is Monster Prom MonsterCon, in which you just literally go in and you get to date funny monsters, but it's actually really funny and hilarious most of the time of it. I know that there are certain characters, yeah, in which I actually had the DLC. Oh, yep, 20 minutes. Yep, that's okay. But yeah, I was just gonna say that there's 8 different characters that you can play as for now. There's going to be more, I hope. So yeah. Cool. Shouts Rose, because I haven't played this game before. 1 player, because I'm lonely. I guess let's go for a regular game off the start. Ooh. This is new. Retro. I like the surf rock. SpookyCon. For some, it was just a nerdy convention, but for us, it was 4 days to celebrate our many passions and obsessions fiercely, unapologetically. And we weren't alone. Regardless of what you love, you can always find people who make you feel seen and understood. Anywhere else, we might have been seen as weirdos and misfits. But here, we can finally feel like no matter where we are, who we are, we belong. Who are you? characters: Frankenstein girl, zombie, elemental girl, and Oz. I remember these four because these four were part of the original game. Like the four original people you could play as. These four are new though. Well, except her. She was in the first game. He was in the first game, and she was also in the first game. But these three characters weren't playable then. And there's this new person who I assume is a necromancer or deaf, literally just deaf personified. I'll go with the original Oz. Yellow pronoun she. Oz.
I hope they like my cosplay.
There's voice acting? And yeah, they are. I agree so much. I love all the characters in this game. They're all so adorable. But as dreamy as Spooky Con was, it also came with its own set of pressures, some of which we already knew so well. At the end of those 4 days, the after-party loomed over our heads, posing that one evergreen question. Would we get a date for that night? As uncertainty plagued our hearts, we couldn't help but think of 6 hottest nerds at the con.
Cool!
Zoe, an eldritch cutie who went from endless deity and harbinger destruction to author of renowned fanfic, Prom. I know Zoe. Zoe was the original character from the first game as well.
That's an awful idea.
Liam as well. Liam the Lion Court. 4x. Jesus. A year old? Well, I shouldn't say that because Zoe's just all question marks. At least he has a number. A hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid the fact that he was truly a lovable dwarf.
Hooray!
Hooray! Campbell, 24. A kind-hearted slime that was incredibly broke from supporting all the fandoms he loved. I never played a game like this before, well, less than Doki Doki counts. I say Doki Doki does count, because it's just a visual novel kind of game. Except this is more turned into a visual novel / board game. Because you're supposed to be able to play this with other people, and it's supposed to be whoever gets a date at the end of the con first wins, or something like that. Or the most points, or something like that. I never really played online mode. I always played these games mostly by myself, so. But yeah, I say that counts. Doki Doki Literature Club would count. Yeah, it's multiplayer. It's a multiplayer game. When you get into it, you'll see. You get like stats and stuff like that, and you're just supposed to compete with other players, see who gets a date at the end of the game.
Count your days, fuckers!
I love this character. I saw them in the trailer and I love them so much. But yeah, it's multiplayer. All the games are actually, from Monster Prom 1 to now Monster Prom 4. Omen, 25? An evil overlord who was recently freed from imprisonment in exchange for giving up her passion for stabbing people. Well, that's sad. I want to give up stabbing people.
I have the perfect cosplay for that.
Wait, what's your voice actor? Your voice sounds so familiar. Nico Sharp, 22. Brandon? Brandon from what? Brandon from what? I don't know what Brandon you're referring to. Nico Sharp, 22, and over-the-top mimic. Oh yeah, it is Blitzo, thank you! I was trying to figure out who it was. I heard that voice before, but I forgot who it was. Yeah, that is Blitzo. Nico Sharp, 22, an over-the-top mimic who preferred cosplay over shapeshifting even if they weren't best at getting into character.
Anyway.
And April 1st, 24, a clown idol who has contractually obligated to auto up all of her non-camera ready emotions inside cute mascots. And I'm assuming that's one of the mascots. For these games, oh god, I hit my mic. For these games, they do pull out some random voice actors from different places. Though I don't know most of them, because Monster Prom 4 didn't have much voice acting, if any at all. But I know for later games, they do pull out the stops with voice actors, and some of them are just really fun, really cute, random voice actors from who knows where. And I guess they got fucking Blitzo, the voice the mimic, getting choked out. It had to be one of them, but who? We have 4 days to gather some courage and shoot our shot. What was the worst that could happen? Being rejected alone the rest of our lives? Ha! We had our fair share of love and rejection. This surely wasn't our first rodeo. No, that is completely fair. It does do kind of... Hold on. It is kind of painful for me as read as well, but I usually read a lot of storybooks, so just reading one out loud is making me super happy already. So that's why I kind of enjoy visual novels a bit more. And voice acting is a plus, though, and I believe there are bits of voice acting throughout this game, which makes me happy, more happier now, because I do like giving characters voices, and having them in my head makes it better. As we had grown to know ourselves better, we realized that we felt more confident. Now you have to choose 3 things you like. Each like is tied to one of several romance options. Your likes will soft lock you into some ROs you'll encounter more often. You can correct this soft lock by meeting the other ROs in the food court, which you'll see later. After the likes phase, you'll be asked to choose a top 3 within a category. You choose your first, second, and third favorite option in descending order. This will shape your starting stats. Tell us 3 things you like. Hawaii plushies of deadly animals, endless merchandise, magical girl transformation, hugs, playing 5D chess, hyper complex Euro games, well-earned redemption arcs, role-playing and cosplay as foreplay, world domination, fermenting a cult for the lulz, only one bed. I do love world domination quite a lot. I love forming a cult for the lulz. Go for it. I suggest it very greatly because these games are very, very fun, in my opinion. Even if I just play them single player, they'll hope that one day I do find someone else to play these games with, and which most likely I will. One day. Oh, you can't unselect it either. Okay, that's a bit poopy. Okay, that's painful. So you're just stuck with that option. Cosplay, foreplay, hugs, well-earned redemption arcs, endless merchandise. I do like Hawaii plushie of dead animals. I mean deadly animals, not dead animals. Totally not dead. Choose your top 3 villain archetypes. The boss, the maestro, the vampire, the jokester, and big bad evil boss. I like jester. I like the maestros and I like the boss. I like those 3. I don't really like heartthrobs and big "I'm going to murder you" kind of guys. They're kind of eh. We weren't new to all this, so this time we challenged ourselves with a goal other than finding love. With the support of Zoe and Liam, we have decided to take on a project we have been putting off for far
What should I write?
making our own comment. We've had so many ideas, and yet we always found excuses not to work on them. But the con was the perfect setting to find inspiration and go for it. Choose your genre. Love, fighting? Well, I mean, playing a romance game. Might as well go for romance. The fear of failure has stopped us for too long, but then we reminded ourselves that the one thing that always kept us going. That we were young and unafraid. And we were ready to start. Yeah, but that's mostly DLC
But there's
for like...
too many options.
I love Oz's voice actor. But that's mostly DLC for the old games as well. I believe there's only one DLC out for Monster Prom 4 right now. But there's gonna be more in the future. And most of the DLC is just, I think, more romance options and more character options, I believe. Maybe a couple outfits and costumes, which you can also unlock some in the game, I believe. Wait a second, champ. Yeah, no need to rush into this. We're here to give you some tips on how to do the cons the right way. Think of it like some sort of tutorial. God knows you can use one of those. As everyone knows, the main activity of a con is finding love. And yeah, I know, it isn't really, but this is Oz we're talking about. Look at her. She's probably aiming to get a date at the big con after party. I will not confirm or deny these accusations without my lawyer. Ah, yes, the silence speaks volumes. Fuck. Well, if you want to get a date, you better get to know the other person and what they look for in a potential partner. Exactly. Do they share dreams and fears? Are your visions of the world in sync? Are your souls truly compatible? Too complicated. Let's say someone's personality can be defined through 5 traits: smarts, boldness, creativity, charm, and fun. Had to pick my HelloFresh meals this week. If P picked one with me. Oh, I'm sorry. I never had those. Actually, I had one HelloFresh meal in the past. Green beans? Are green beans? Do you just not like green beans? I don't think they're that bad. Pretty okay. Let's call them stats. It sounds cooler and more video gamey. It's odd reductive, but let's work with that. Then you have to ask yourself, is your fun high enough for someone who loves to party? Is your boldness low enough for someone who likes peace and quiet? Sometimes bold, sometimes people are even more ambiguous. Like they may like someone who's just balanced. That point is, everyone has their standards, stat standards. And if by some chance you want to go to the party by yourself, which is a totally valid option if that's your jam, I don't think you'll be exempt from managing your stats. You can still fail at it. I found a dead stink bug. Ew. Oh. I'm so sorry for that. What? How did a stink bug get in there? Well, jeez. I'm very sorry for that. That is unfortunate. Was boiled with them and got in my plate. It was Brazilian? Ow. What? How does a stink bug even survive that? I think it would be boiled, it would be dead, which doesn't make it any better, but still. Ew. I'm sorry for that. Jeez. There's more stuff to keep in mind, but let's cover that later, okay? There was a panel I wanted to check out. Sounds good, and I have to rehearse the next tutorial. Have fun, Oz! Yes, and you get to choose which place you want to go. I was dead for sure. It was a buggy body, was full intact after being boiled. Jeez. That is just nasty. I'm very sorry. I don't know how your school... How does the school manage to do that? How does the school manage to do that? Because they have, like, canned stuff. They had to get that from a place. Does that mean it was just canned with it? Jeez. Very understandable. I hope if you do eat them, or get them from the HelloFresh package, they are in fact stink bugless. They have no bugs in them whatsoever. In fact, I hope they are perfect. But yes, the con is ran in like days, and we have a certain number of days until we get to the end of the con, in which we get to the party, and we can choose someone to date or no one to date. And you have these stats you gotta work on and such stuff like that. And different locations can do different things to your stats or take different stats. And then you can just choose different locations to go to. And that's the main way of playing the game, in which I have a lot of creativity. So I should go to the hotel? Question mark? I mean, I find bugs in food time to time at work. It happens, but they're usually noticed where it gets out to the customer. Yeah, they should be noticed. God. That still isn't a good thing. You find bugs in food at work. That's concerning. You head to the front desk at the hotel to ask for an extra towel. They give you one. You're drunk with power, so you decide to test how many extra towels you can ask for before they tell you to stop. You managed to get 14 extra towels. Huh? What can you do with this many towels? You only need one. You decide to build a towel fort in your hotel room. You gain +2 creativity from such a magnificent architectural endeavor. Okay, Ruby, you go ahead. I hope you have a nice day, and thank you for stopping in. It was very nice to have you here, even if that was for a short time. Have a nice day. Bye-bye. You gain +2 creativity from your such a magnificent architectural endeavor. You chill in the courtyard with Zoe and Omen when you spot Doug in the crowd. See, mingling? That's not like him. You get closer to investigate.
Oh, didn't see you there.
I love your voice. I love you. Anyways, Hey guys, let me introduce you to my new friends. They're hardcore fans of stuck in a underhouse like me. Just go with it, please. God, I love the character art for these characters. Doug, Omen, Zoe. I think Zoe likes Garfield a little bit too much. Yeah, Doug's the shit. He looks like Frank the Great Wise-cracking skeleton. Come on, Doug, say his catchphrase. Can't crack the frack. Haha, yeah, frack. I totally know what you mean. I do not. I do not. You haven't played Stuck in the Underhouse? Well, you know what? Oh, nah, bird. Haha, right, Doug? Haha, of course.
Someone give me a knife.
Someone grabbed me the knife, she said calmly. That doesn't match what the text box says. Deeply afraid. Zoe, these people are supremely annoying. Can I stab them repeatedly? That'd be asking a bit too far. Some fandoms can be toxic, but let's not rush to judgment. What's your favorite gameplay anecdote? Mine was when we sent a death threat to the streamer for playing it in easy mode. She shot her pants. That was a total frack fest. Another fan says, but I liked it even better when we doxed that fake fan who had drawn a picture of frack eating ass. Can you believe it, Doug?
Yo.
Totally. He should have remembered not to frack the crack. Dude, you're saying it wrong. You're lucky we met IRL or I'd be doxing you right now. I forget how mainstream these games are. Like, just completely going mainstream with just a lot of the fucking references and anecdotes they make and stuff like that. Like doxing, shit like that. Jesus. I stand corrected. We need to save Doug before he gets bullied. Or worse, he becomes an asshole too. Trust carnitization, a proven form of convergent evolution in which non-crab organisms evolve a crab-like body plan. If you wait long enough, these fuckers will become crabs and leave Doug alone. Save Doug from this topic fandom by introducing him to a much cooler, safer one. Fans of cocaine, also known as cokeheads. I don't think I want to turn him into a cokehead. They'll turn into crabs. You look an article on carcinization is sort of Zoe. Okay, this is like the coolest shit I've ever read, but I wouldn't get too excited. Like, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure it usually takes a really long time for evolution to make discernible effects. Silence, Zoe. Oz is raving a bright future where we all have exoskeletons and built-in weapons, and you're spoiling it. I beseech you. Tell us more about it. Or you realize that you're eating ramen deep in conversation on carcinization. But according to this, carcinization happens due to environmental factors. I don't think the con is a suitable environment. But I wanted these fuckers to turn into crabs now. Give me crabs or give me permission to stab them. Crap, I forgot about Doug, and it's been 2 hours. He could be in a full-blown toxic fan by now. Get back to the lobby and find Doug all alone. Doug? Where are your friends? Doug points to the crowd. He's surrounded by crabs.
Benson! Benson!
I love her voice. The time has come! Fight amongst you, you magnificent creatures!
Oh.
Everyone turned to crab but me. Is this like a new form projection I wasn't aware of? Don't worry, Doug. When time comes, we'll become crabs and live happy ever after. Right. Your scientific knowledge got rid of those idiots, so you gain +2 smarts. Unfortunately, you lose 2 fun.
You sure it's my turn?
Wait a second. It's time for a new episode of Tutorials with Liam and Zoe. Yes, we've realized we've explained the importance of managing stats, but we didn't cover how to manage them properly. Exactly. Stats can be managed in a number of ways, but let's cover the most important one. That of we experiencing the sort of absurd and exciting adventures that usually take place once you visit a location. Let's call these experiences events for short. Normally during an event, you face a conflict which you must solve by choosing between potential solutions, options if you will. When you choose, what you choose will define you as a person. If you choose a smart option, you'll gain smarts. Yeah. If you punch a bear, that'd be quite bold of you, so you gain bonus. But stats are also lost when choosing an option. Every path not taking is a strat lost. Which is to say, if you choose the smart option instead of punching the bear, then you gain smarts but lose bonus. Just try not to punch a bear, okay? Liam, let Oz punch a bear if that who she is as a person. Anyways, there are a few more ways of managing stats, like, Liam, let's write down those in a manual or something. I really want to go check out those limited figurines I told you about. True. We keep giving you tips later, I guess. In the meantime, don't get yourself killed. I want to fight the bear. It's the Da Vinci. Let's go back to... We have a lot of fun. I assume fun's like the classes? Or is that boldness? There's only 4 stats. They're smartness, the blue one. The pink one I'm assuming is creativity. The pink one's charm. The red one is boldness. Where's the fun? There's no fun option? Oh, hotels and outdoors. I just can't go there again. Oh, fun is the expo. Okay. Which is the community zone. Let's go to the community zone. You sit down to play a really complicated European board game. You don't want to make a fool of yourself, so you pick up the manual and start reading. Days pass, seasons change, cities crumble on our coveted sand. When you finish the manual, you find yourself alone in an empty post-apocalyptic wasteland. Just kidding, you fell asleep. But you did get to read the manual that was +2 fun. You later exhaust yourself helping Omen and Doug set up chairs for Liam Prom fan meetup. At least you get a free invite to the event out of it. Most divine Zoe, we are honored to gather in separation of your glorious, sexy literature. Liam Prom. They're all Liam Prom, but worship Zoe. Oh, the outfits are so cute! I'm guessing Zoe likes Liam, which I think it should be the other way around. Zoe's absolutely adorable and I love her. Omen with the Asmi pin. Oh, they're staff members. That's cute. I like how Omen's wears the same outfit, but he actually gets a different shirt.
Heya!
Hey, fam. I appreciate you coming out. And the esteemed Prophet Doug is here as well. What an auspicious occasion for a cult of
Yellow!
I'm more of a moderator than a prophet, but it's nice to finally meet other Zoe stands in person. Prophet Doug, we beseech your wisdom on how to show your devotion to Zoe's epic tale. Shall we sacrifice a goat, perhaps one with a man bun, to be most of the theme? Yes, spill the blood of the Liam goat. No, this room is carpeted. Go get some refreshments and talk about which Liams are tops and which are bottoms. That'll bring me the most pleasure. What? Pretty obsessed with Liams, aren't you? This honor to receive a missive from the goddess herself. To the snack table!
Ooh, I fucking love this.
Zoe, I finally see the appeal of this fan fiction thing. You never told me it garnered such a strong following of minions. They're my minions, Owens. They're fans. I don't order them around. I just turn them on my right. What's the point of that? Surely indulge on at least some recreational torture. Tortures us with her cliffhangers, maybe. She hangs you all off cliffs. Zoe, you mad lass. I knew you still had some evil in you. Damn, there's gonna be a way to make Omen understand what being a fan is all about. Oz, help us. When you're in a fandom, no one asks you why you wrote 500 pages to your favorite characters touching butts. They ask when you're releasing the next chapter. Strength in numbers. If you're part of the fandom, you can band together to defeat a horse, if you ever need to for some reason. Both of these are really true. Horse.
Glorious!
Defeat a horse, you say? I mean, you could technically. Fandoms are made of lots of good people, but that's not a really good use of it. Doug, you innocent summer child. It's an excellent use of group tactics. Have you ever seen a horse? They're made almost entirely of muscle and can smell things. Are you trying to fight a horse one time? Maybe. In a hypothetical case that I did fight a horse, if I happen to lose, the only reason I would have been because I had a numerical disadvantage. But wouldn't it be a 1v1? Horses count for at least 3 people. Hello, Night Fury. Thank you for coming and stopping in. I hope you have an amazing day at class, and thank you for wishing me a wonderful stream. I will see you hopefully some other time. Horses count for at least 3 people. I really gotta turn that down. That scared the fuck out of me for the second time. Thank you for the follow, though. And see you later, Night Fury. Thank you for the follow. Come stop by some other time. Let me go to stream elements real quick, because I want to turn down that notification. Or, well, no, Instead, I think I'll turn down the game. There you go. Settings. Minutes. Sure, that works. That was kind of fire. Yes, dozens, maybe even hundreds of people sharing the same passion. I'd say the odds of defeating a horse would be high. Thanks you for my eyes, my friends. I'm forever in your debt. You know, we're not gonna fight a horse, right? Sure, for now. You have a lovely time together. Omen seems to really enjoy the experience. You got her talking about how fun it will be to fight a horse, weighing other people's reactions. Hey, progress is progress. You gain +2 boldness and lose -2 grade 10.
But there's too many options.
Oh, we gotta go through all 5 before we can go back to an old location. Okay. Okay. Then... let's go to the lobby. You're roaming around the lobby and you find someone with your exact same cosplay. Unacceptable. You decide to solve this conflict with a traditional way. A knife fight to the death? The other cosplayer doesn't carry a knife, so he gets automatically disqualified. You win the right to cosplay. You gain +2 boldness for always carrying a knife, for no reason at all. And because I'm kind of scared of you. You're hanging in the lobby with Zoe and April when you're given the uniquely horrible honor of being targeted by an annoying streamer. Yo, yo, yo! It's your boy Riz, here with the internet sweetheart who got honkers for days! April 1st. I can't... an air horn sound effect. This guy looks interesting. I haven't seen this guy before. So, get this, April. I'm an uprising clown fucker. What? You're a what? What's a guy gotta do to get in your cotton candy pants?
Yikes.
Yug. This guy's got major ick vibes, right? It's not just me. Don't be silly! Riz is my total trust, and millions of subscribers, so... He's a sensitive fart, Zoe. Please save me. Yeah, nah, this is over. Why don't you go and stick your camera up your ass, bub? Okay. An ass streamer will get good engagement. The streamer sticks his phone into his seat of his jeans and accidentally films Omen stabbing someone to death behind. Okay, Omen. Die, motherfucker. Die of my boredom. I don't think stabbing someone stranger is great for Omen's redemption arc. maybe she's stabbing them for the good reason? It could be a criminal, or someone who talks on a speakerphone in public. Either way, stabbing is illegal, right? So it's probably not a good look to be doing it on a live stream. Well, true that. So, April, what do you have to say about the allegations that your friend was a psychotic murderer?
I plead the fifth.
I plead the fifth. Omen's gonna get arrested, and April's reputation will be ruined. Both equally big emergencies. Do something to save their asses. Dilute blame, stab someone else, and yell stab party. Ew. Yeah, no, that's not allowed. Twitch manager. How do I... Ah, there you go. Bam. Timeout. Bam. There you go. Banned. Get out of here. Silly bot. Silly bot! Silly bot. Should not come into my stream. You die. Back to game. Let me pull back up OBS. Fallout is this a line for renowned conceptual artist Omen's latest work? Getting stabbed, the artistic experience. Dilute blame, stab someone else and yell, stab party. Stab party or call out someone for renowned conceptual artist. I want Omen. I kind of want to go for Omen, to be honest, but this will help Zoe. Sure. Hey, what's the big idea? I was in line getting stabbed first. What the fuck are you talking about? Call an ambulance! What line, you ask? What a line to be stabbed by Omen, of course. She's the hottest, bloodthirstiest conceptual artist ever. This modern era is so strange, but okay. She stabs you in the stomach. Artistically stop crying. The pain is part of it.
Wow.
Oh, I get it. All I was doing is to clear Omen's name. Soon the power of the mob mentality makes all the passerbys want to be part of this performance. They line up to get stabbed by Omen. Yuck. I'm out of here before I get someone's blood on my new Yeezus.
This is the most glorious day of my life!
Jeez. This is the best day of my life. Wow, you're a trendsetter, Omen. Why doesn't anyone line up to get stabbed by me? You do not despair, April. I invite you to collaborate me on this one stabbing. It is all in the name of art. Okay, wee! It all worked out. You think calmly pass out from blood loss. You lose 2 fun, but gain +2 creativity for getting stabbed in the name
My
of
turn?
art.
Really?
Let's go with the main stage. You sit down to watch a post-mortem discussion on the game Domino. You learned the first iteration had no pieces at all, which made playing quite difficult. The 7th iteration actually added the crucial rule that prohibits eating your own pieces. An hour later, you know more about Domino than anyone in your age group, which actually isn't hard, but still, +2 smarts for you. Later, Liam and Zoe are scheduled to give an interview about Zoe's massively viral fanfic.
Greetings, you pathetic worms.
I am your favorite interviewer ever, the undefeatable Omen. Welcome to my show. Are you going to introduce us? Oh, right. This is Zoe and Liam. Give me a plot for them. Okay, that's enough. So, Zoe, this thing you're writing, what is it again? Some kind of anatomy textbook.
Kinky.
Well, Liam's anatomy is prominently featured in my work, if you know what I mean. Are these two fucking? But no, Liam Prom is a story about Liam's Academy, a school where everyone is Liam. The Liams only have 3 weeks to find a perfect Liam to take the prom. Hijinks ensue. Oh, and this Liam Academy is fictional? Yes.
Oh,
Thank
fucking Liam.
Thank fucking God. What's that supposed to mean? Sorry. I would not have phrased it that way if I knew you were here. You forgot I was at my own fucking interview? Do you mean your interview? It was I who beat up the original interviewer and therefore earned the right to use the panel slot as I saw fit. Wait, this interview wasn't scheduled by the con? Ugh, are you going to ask us a question or not? If I must, how many gallons of heavy cream can you consume in one sitting? A question about the fanfic Omen. The rest of Omen's questions aren't much better, so when audience Q&A starts, you know it's up to you to save this. Liam, do you think agreeing to let Zoe write a fanfiction where all characters are you was an act of intense egotism or total destruction of your ego? Liam, if all the Liams represent different aspects of yourself, which Liam represents your butt? What?
That was pretty smart.
Great question. You see, in Liam Prom, offers that only death I can experience, the ego death. Allow me to explain that as briefly as I can. 20 straight minutes of what we all know as Liam noises later.
Shut up.
I gotta stop you there. You see, I tend to tune out the moment you start with the Liam noises. Zoe, can you share your own thoughts on the matter? But please, try to make them interesting. Of course. I say the whole concept of Liam Prom is the ultimate Liam ego trip. It even gives a platform to make noises in Liam noises. Give the platform to make Liam noises in public for 20 minutes. Let's see here. Let's make that a thing. Drag you to here. Loud, upset Liam noises. Loud, upset Liam noises. Shh, buddy, it's okay. Who cares anyway? You deserve the Liam Prom ego boost. I mean, you get overshadowed by your more charismatic friends in real life enough as is. Yes, Wait, what?
Liam Prom. Be your worst Liam.
Not anymore. I say this is the year of Liam. Liam here, Liam there, Liam everywhere. Everyone will love Liam, even if he was... No, even if he is a worm.
A worm?
Yeah, Worm Liam. I just whipped that carrot up last night. What do you say, audience? Do you want to meet Worm Liam?
Okay, I gotta admit, he does have certain charm.
Fascinating.
Fuck, now every time I see real Liam, I'm just gonna be disappointed that he isn't a worm. Everyone gives Worm Liam the outstanding notation he deserves. He gained +2 smarts and lose -2 fun for making such a deep question. I'm sorry. Time to get some fresh air.
Ah! Where to sit?
Why is man just straight up naked? He has underwear, but he's just naked. Welcome to the food court. You'll be visiting this place twice per run. And yes, this tutorial will be delivered by me, the narrator. Tutorials explained by characters are fun and immersive, but as a narrator, I have the power to go straight to the point. For example, I can just tell you that by pressing tab, you can view useful info. Or you can consult the dialogue history by either pressing H or mouse wheel up. My stem. Or mouse wheel up. Oh, that's pretty fucking cool. Cool, huh? Well, anyways, back to the food court. Food court turns are getting to know the one person you want to meet to the con after party, even if it means getting to know yourself. There are 5 tables you can choose from. The other tables are outpopulated by 6 romance options in pairs. Populated by the 6 romance options in pairs. One of the tables let you call one of several guests who are essentially alternative date options. Then there's a table for you to sit alone. These tables are tied to their own mechanics as usual. Our jams scaring side mechanics a bit so you can focus on their side experience. By playing, you can suddenly learn how everything works. But if that's not your style, we add a helpful explanations on everything in the menu. Feel free to check it out. Just keep in mind that each table only allows for one player. Now go choose a seat. So I can sit with Doug and April, Omen and... I forgot his name. I haven't met him yet, I don't think. Or Zoe and Liam. I'm gonna sit with Omen, because I want to talk to Omen. Or I can just sit by myself. What do you want to sit with? Oh, his name is Nico. Nico's super cool. So when you choose a choice, you just gotta go to the table, okay? And choose Omen. So you want to go on a date, huh? As we said, these mechanics are covered in the manual, but there's one little thing we wanted to cover here. You'll see some peppers on the different dates. They're a sort of spicy meter. This is like declaring your preference of spiciness when you're pursuing a date. It doesn't affect the date itself, but the ending you'll get if you succeed. The art might be the same, but the narrative won't. 0 peppers will make the ending more platonic. 1 and 2 peppers will make the ending somewhere between romantic and suggestive. 3 peppers will make the ending definitely naughty. Just keep in mind that choosing a low amount of peppers won't affect the content of secret endings, which might be naughty. Okay, you're now truly prepared to go on your first date. Watch a movie, board game night, or go out to dinner. I can't choose 2 peppers, I can only choose 1 or 3. So do I want... I'm gonna go for less spicy, because I'd rather not get fucked by Twitch. You and Omen have a great game.
I hope I remember the rules.
You decide to make it a poker night. Omen completely wipes the floor with you. Turns out it's quite easy to have a poker face when your face is a mask made of metal. Their mask is made of metal? I didn't know that! What? Come to think of it, how did they even manage to make any expression if their face is a mask made of metal? I didn't know that. Huh, some questions are best left unanswered, I guess. Warm?
I brought extra sketchbooks.
It's time to work on a comic.
As your creative mentors, we prepared very original questions that will spur extraordinary ideas.
You've written 2 per day.
You're welcome.
Once the exercise is done, you might see no comic just yet, but you'll have to trust the process of.
Your efforts will come to fruition by the end of the con.
Totally. How you choose to answer the exercises will impact the script of the resulting comic. I recommend that you remember or even take note of every option you choose during the exercise. Better savers and impact once we get to this resulting comic.
And as more of these exercises, all these choices will shape you as a person.
Which is to say, they will affect your stats.
You'll feel these changes each time you solve one of the exercises. And there's one thing I love about creative work. When several people collaborate, it changes them all as a group.
That's right. My personal advice is that even if one person is answering an exercise, the whole group should discuss it.
To be clear, you'll gain a lot of stat tied to the chosen options, but you'll lose the stats tied to the options not chosen. And that stat effects will equally affect all players. Shush your voice, you're breaking the immersion.
Ugh. Anyways, enough for cascading.
Zoe's right. It's time to work on your craft. Hold this pencil and let the mind wander. Love isn't the only thing you're chasing at this con. You also got a comic to finish. Time to brainstorm. What trend from the early 2000s should come back already? Only need to learn like 3 memes and 4 slang words to sound cool. People actually seeking revenge. Delicious tobacco. Why did this trend die out? Wearing pants. I mean, I don't think the wearing pants trend ended. I think people still wear pants. People actually seeking revenge. People do that. Delicious tobacco. Why did this trend die out? Honestly, that's kind of fair. No, not fair actually. Don't smoke, kids. Only needing to learn like 3 memes and 4 slang words to sound cool. Yeah, I say that. What's your strongest asset when on a first date? You taste like a pumpkin spice latte. You have strong yet graceful knees. You can transform into a tiger. Your eyes are soulless, almost as if they are 2 sexy empty holes. I mean, if I go on a date with someone and they transform into a tiger, I'm not gonna say no to dating them. Like, I'm gonna ask them, like, hey, sure, fuck it. Like, you turn into a tiger, that's pretty fucking cool, you know? Strong yet graceful knees. I mean, kind of, but I don't really care about knees. Like, I mean, if you can turn into a tiger, I think I'd be more interested in that. You taste like pumpkin spice latte. Are you gonna be tasting? Are you gonna just like lick someone on the first date and just say, yes, it tastes like pumpkin spice latte? No, that's weird. Your eyes are almost soulless, as if they're two sexy empty holes. Now hear me out. Anyways, is that your tiger or the empty eyes? Been talking too much about the tiger.
But I'm not prepared!
Water. Yay.
Stop right there. This is the stat police. We're here to test you on your stat knowledge. Just kidding. It's us, Zoe and Liam, renowned creators, verified hot people, and knowledgeable tutorial dispensers.
We thought we've been giving Oz all these exquisite tips on how to manage stats, but how easy is it to know which option ties to which stat?
Yes, some options will be easy to interpret, like how punching a bear feels like a very bold thing to do.
But some will be quite more nuanced, and it might be harder to tie them to a stat.
That's why we've written all the specific to every stat in a manual for you to check.
Which will be available within the customized menu. So even if your option might not feel tied to a specific stat, or even more than one, you just gotta take your time. Try to analyze what the biggest clue with the option, and which stat relates to the specific clue.
Or what?
Just ignore stats and choose whichever option feels more interesting to you.
Live, fail, have fun.
I must agree with Zoe here. Just try not to fail too much.
Let's go play some DDR so I can see you fail too much.
Let's go, but don't be surprised if you're disappointed.
See you around us.
Oh god. A lot of reading. Jeez, it's almost already been an hour. Let's go to hotel. You're suddenly in your hotel room, and suddenly a man dressed as a rat breaks in. What? He runs around yelling,
I am the rat! I am the rat! Look at me, the rat!
and then he leaves as confusingly as he can. You call reception to complain. Yes, that... It happens sometimes. Apologies, ma'am. We can compensate you with +2 creativity. Fuck it. You'll take that. Later, you're at the hotel bar with Doug and Nico. You progress past the hapsy tipsy stage and are deep in the sad hours. I don't know. I don't want to sound ungrateful, but Dad loves me. I never felt like he tried to understand my hobbies or why the things that I... Everyone, shut the fuck up right now.
Glorious!
I have glorious news. I finally tracked down my old magic grimoire from my villain days. I found a time to check the old evil layers for my belongings. Most of them have been converted into Airbnbs, but I found my grimoire buried in one of the bathrooms. The owner was irate, but you cannot make an omelet without breaking a few toilets. Or whatever to say.
Dang!
Good for you, Omen. What spell are you gonna cast first? Good question. One of my favorites was an incantation that turns people inside out. Such a slow, hilarious way to die. You're not gonna do that one, are you? Well, now I have to. Trust me, Doug, you'll love it. Corpus in reversium mysticum. Why do you look the same, Nico? Were you already inside out or something?
What?
You tried to cast it on me? I think the problem is, you know, the whole being defeated and imprisoned in a suit that blocks your magical powers thing. Oh, right. Hey, cheer up. I'm sure you can still cast some of them spells in here without magic.
Heck yeah!
Yeah, like you're making brownies but forgot to buy sugar, so you can applesauce instead. Virtually the same dish. Someone needs to enroll Doug in a cooking class, Dad. but but right now you gotta cheer up Omen by finding a spell they can cast with no magic. The spell is for shooting metal projectiles at a deadly speed. You're pretty sure that's just a gun. You don't need a possession spell to control someone else's body. Just piggyback ride them. I'm assuming that's like smartness? I'm assuming it's like smarts. And that's boldness or creativity? Let's give Omen a gun.
Nice job, idiot.
That presents the same problem, idiot. Guns are fueled by magic, which I cannot cast. I'm like 65% sure guns aren't fueled by magic. Wait, really? So any old fool can use them? Pretty much. What a wonderful way. Then I must obtain one. Are guns difficult to get? I'm no expert, but they're deadly weapons, so I imagine it will be hard. 30 minutes later, Omen walks out of the gun store with a pistol in her pocket.
Aha.
Well, that was easy. Now to put this deadly baby to the test. Should we go to a shooting range or something? Shooting a gun should be more fun if you had a target to aim at. Duck, duck, duck. Anything can be a target if you have your imagination. Omen shoots some poor sap crossing the street. He was jaywalking, so I guess he kinda deserved it. Excuse me, miss.
Excuse me, miss. Did you just shoot that innocent...
No, I have a funny idea. Excuse me, miss. Did you just shoot that innocent bystander? Yes, but you see, I have a very good reason for doing so. I wanted to. Fair enough. We gotta have a license to carry a firearm. You know what the punishment for not having one is? No. What is it? A warden. Consider yourself warned. Get your license, young lady.
You remember, civilians are only allowed to shoot 4 people per day. But between you and me, if you can claim it was self-defense, you can squeeze in a few more for free.
Noted. Holy shit, you live in hell. At least Omen's happy with her new gun. You gain +2 bonus and lose +9
My turn?
fun.
Really?
Let's go to the merchant, because I haven't been here yet. You find a portrait artist at the artist alley. Apparently it can accurately portray your soul. You always wonder what your soul looked like. Buff, small and cute? Hey, maybe it's ginger-haired. Dragon heart. No, it's just you with a weird blue glow around you. But hey, that glow sure adds +2 charm to your looks. You, Zoe, and Nico are trying to keep Omen on task as they check in with all the vendors. You come up with 2 vendors viciously arguing. What's the problem over here? Can it be solved with the power of hope, justice, and/or friendship? I know this game makes like a lot of references, but I don't know this one, surprisingly. There's no hope or justice left in this con. It is too late for friends. This motherfucker thinks he can set up a shop at my table. Well, because it's actually my table. You stole it from me before I showed up.
Yikes.
Let me see your passes. Yep, they double booked you both to use this table. Omen, this is the perfect chance to show your value as a con representative. Do your thing.
You're lucky I'm in a good mood. I will propose the perfect solution to stop your pathetic sniveling. The proposal is as follows. You 2 battle to the death. The victor keeps the table. The loser passes on to the next life in eternal shame. Sound fair? Ooh, if the clothes seller die, can I have those sweatpants? It's really hard to find pants that fit on a square butt.
I mean, they're gonna do this. I'm hoping the Pog guy goes down. I kill for some rare Odie Pogs.
So you just like Garfield. You can't let the sellers battle to the death. You'd be damned you're letting Omen get the credit for solving the problem around here. Think of a different way to broker peace between the 2 vendors and make your friends horny for your conflict resolution. What? Convince the vendors that all property is an illusion. Does anyone really own this table? Reform Forbidden Surgery and sew the 2 vendors together in a flash construct. You sewn a couple cosplays yourself, so how much difficulty is made? Forbidden Surgery.
Fine, but who would do the sewing? I can't. I have a handicap called I hate sewing.
Paging Dr. Nico.
They gave Blitz the perfect fucking role. Oh my god, dude.
You sound amazing. Paging Dr. Nico. I was born ready for this. Should I go for the basic straight stitch, or do you want to get fancy with a cross-stitch pattern on her skin? That really isn't necessary. Yeah, it's not that serious. I'll give the table to the other guy if I have to.
Nonsense! This is the perfect solution. When we're done with you, there won't be any other guy anymore.
I've worked with fabric that screened the pain before. Though it might be kind of distracting, we should sedate them first.
Yeah.
On it. Alma knocks both of the vendors out with a steel chair, which you guess is a sedative would apply to that purpose. Where did you get a steel chair? Nico stitches them together, creating a horrible chimera that weeps blood with every desperate breath.
That was clever indeed.
They're no longer screaming at each other, so I dubbed this an improvement. We did a good thing today. Hooray! Let's come some yakitori to celebrate.
Okay, but are you gonna wash that blood off your gloves before you eat?
No way, I'm leaving it on. It makes my cosplay look extra authentic.
Good point.
We'll head to the food trucks and congratulate each other on a job well done. You fucked up. You gain +2 creative on a job well fucked up. Okay. +2 creative.
You sure it's my turn?
Let's go to the lobby. Shutting down the lobby, proud of your amazing cosplay. A kid approaches you.
Can I have an autograph? Can I have an autograph, please?
Oh, you have a little fan. You had him an autograph. The kid yells.
Who's us?
He leaves crying as he realizes his favorite character is not real. Oops, you got to stay in character. You can't +2 bonus for being a ruthless person who just shadows someone's dreams. You're comparing all the merch you bought with April, Omen, and Zoe when you hear a high-pitched squeal of delight.
Oh my god! You're April 1st? I'm gonna faint.
Why? He does look like a crackhead, I'll be honest.
Nice to meet a fan.
Hi, sweetheart. It's always nice to meet a fan.
I'm way more than a fan. I got all your CDs, all your merch. I've written a dozen fanfics about you. Won't you say I'm a little friend? Won't say I'm a friend, and the best one at that.
Oh.
You never told me you had a secret best friend, April. Do you think that I would be jealous?
Someone give me a knife.
Because I am. Are you gonna stab this girl and steal her hollow place in your life?
She's not April's friend, just a very parasocial friend. Fan. This level of obsession can lead to some pretty weird behavior.
Like what?
Hey April, look at this! It's a claw I made from a clip of your hair that I pulled out of your shower dream. Wanna smell it?
Oh my fucking god. Huh? I just like that. Huh? It fits so well, the face and the line at play.
Like that. It's okay to be a fan, but you should stay in your idols in a non-obtrusive way. Like sneaking into your house and taking a nap without touching anything. I'm pretty sure that's not that either.
Huh?
Okay, had to look away for a second. Okay.
Shit, really? I guess I owe Ryan Gosling an apology then.
Ryan Gosling? It's okay, fan, but you should stay around as much as we like sneaking into our house and taking a nap without touching anything. That's terrifying. If someone did that to me, I think I'd be just scared. If this girl is not April's friend, can we get rid of her? Her shrill, desperate voice makes me want to murder people. Yeah, you think April also grateful if you got this fan and leave, but how? Considering that this all just a really good dream and she needs to wake up now before she's late to work. You think you and April are best friends? Name 5 for childhood traumas. I'm afraid because I have a feeling they know that that's their childhood trauma.
What?
Of course. You're surely a fake fan if you cannot even identify April's new Riosis.
Maybe one of them was Starships being too cute. Not according to April's diary. It's not. My diary? Why did you read that? Well, the other day you seemed down and we were wondering what happened. Why didn't you just act me like a normal people? They don't want to bother you.
Ah.
Yes. See how thoughtful we were? You're
I'll
welcome.
kill you!
I'm going to murder you two in your sleep! That doesn't seem like a constructive way to deal with your childhood trauma. Yes. And a word of advice, if you do commit a murder on us, don't write it down in your diary this time.
So, is being cute one of the traumas, or...
Shut up! Can you not see that we're having group therapy with our friend? Begone! Omen stabs a fan in the arm, which finally gets her to leave.
Big yikes.
Jeez, some people don't know the first thing about boundaries.
You took care of the fan? Either way, Zoe and Omen are happy, and they probably will be too. In time, you gain +2 smarts in my institute.
But there's too many options.
I like the community stage, it was fun. At the community zone, you find several fighting chess matches going on at the same time. Time to prove your smarts to this whole con. You play 5 matches at the same time. You make fast decisions going from chess table to chess table. Everyone's impressed, until they realize you lost all chess matches in a few moves. Well, you may have gained 0 smarts, but you surely gained +2 fun. Omen and Doug are assigned to the judge to a competitive tournament. You and Zoe have time to kill on the side tech. How do you have competitive tarot? Is that like, you know, you just competitive tarot? How does that work? Yo, judges, we need our ruling over here.
Doug, con volunteer.
What's the problem? I run a competitive tarot club in a middle school, so I could probably help. My opponent cheated. He played a Knight of Wands, which he can only be played during the fortune phase if it's in the future position. Unless I have an elliptical cosmic garden on the battleground, which I do. She's lying and to try to get me disqualified. Okay. Haven't I what most of the words meant? The meta's changed a lot since my day. But I got a copy of the rulebook. It's only 74 pages long. I bet I'll get the gist if I speed read. BRB. Who played this card here? I admire his avatar's rippling pictorials. I played it. It's my Mercury card. I see. You should win. This Mercury avatar is hot, both in an attractive way and the closest planet to the sun way.
Ooh, what about this one? What's this guardian called?
Venus, according to the text printed beneath the boobily breasted bust of the cosmic woman.
Yeah, she's sexy. I ship her with Mercury. Their love name will be Summer Lovin'.
All of this irrelevant to the card game.
For real?
Their love isn't irrelevant to me.
Conversation is cut into your valuable flirting with your friends time. Figure out which player cheated so everyone will move on. Liar, liar, pants on fire, right? Throw a lit match onto the player's pants and see who burns. Conduct the karma audit on an alleged cheater to see if his karma was recently deducted for cheating. Liar, liar, pants fire. So would it be morally permissible to light someone on fire in this context?
I mean, the saying does go like that. I don't think it's evil if it's in the name of investigation.
Yes!
Yes! Give me some matches! Omen lights both of the players' pants on fire. They howl and writhe and burn in agony. Yes, indeed. Fire is so breathtakingly beautiful.
Oh no, I was guessing at the plot twist. Both of them cheated.
Gag upon your bitter failure.
Despicable. You deserve your horrible fate, you filthy cheaters.
Let's use this as a teachable moment to remember that cheaters never prosper, Owen.
I see it clearly now. We should have more teaching moments involving fire. I found the rule. The elliptical garden does allow the Knight of Wands to be played during the fortune phase, but not if Venus is also in play. He did cheat.
Yeah.
Duh. They both cheated. Look, they're both liars with
Golly.
friends. Oh, gosh.
Honestly, I think you're better off not playing this game anymore, bud. Just look what happens at Easter.
You always like to treat yourself to some takoyaki for celebrate being great judges. I'm gonna try takoyaki so bad. Gain +2 bonus and lose -2 smarts. It's shopping time! Second. Okay, back to game. They have all sorts of effects which you discover as you unbox them. There are different mystery box categories, each one tied to a different type of effect. I'll give you some clues on the effect type once you start looking through the boxes. So you choose which box category you want, and before you open it, you decide if you want to keep it for yourself or give it to a friend. A balance between order and chaos. You control which type of effect you want, but you won't know exactly which figurine of that category you'll get. And don't fret, there aren't a fan of surprises at all. There's a category that guarantees no effect at all. So, ready for the unboxing? And now, here's a woman with a taste for mystery. Grab a box, any box, they're all the same and all infinitely different. Doll Daniel does nothing. Oh yes, Doll Daniel does nothing. It's very doesn't. Classic stats, but now they're people. Zodiac, there's Cosmic Office, Legends. Oh, so you know Buff Bugs immortalizes some of the most legendary wrestlers of the Underground Insect League that was popular years ago. The rare of these big ones come with packing big effects on stats. Landmarks in Love. My Weird Little Village. Mage Arcana, No Mercy. I really do love some of these because he's like, yeah, mystery box. Yeah. Yeah, you should get that one. Ooh, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's a really good choice. What the fuck? Why are you choosing My Weird Little Village? Landmarks. Buff Bugs. Hold that. Central Sydney Opera House. Club will now provide double the stats for any player. Okay, that's sick. Thanks for stopping by. Do we get another shop term? No, we don't. Okay, so that's only one shop.
What should I write?
Another day, another morning to devote to the comic you're working on. Time to brainstorm. They don't own even... What is the red flag? You can't let slide on the first date. They lack street smarts. Oh, I think that's okay. They don't own even a single cow, reducing chances of having tasty chalky milk whenever you want. You know, that kind of is a deal breaker. My girlfriend doesn't have a cow. I don't want a girlfriend. Their appealing cooking skills are a lie, as they're being controlled by a rat under their hat. Honestly, kind of fire. I let them fucking cook. I'd be hurt, sure. But damn, if they can make some good-ass fucking chicken Alfredo... God, I want chicken Alfredo. If they can make some good chicken Alfredo, I will love them for life. They happen to live in the sewers, which probably affects their personal hygiene. Ew. That would be a deal breaker. Chalky milk. Why haven't you finished that big project you told everyone about? You want to fuck a lot of people first. An ancient curse. A creature living under your bed told you that you should wait. You don't want to be rude to the bed creature. Big Oil is pressuring you not to. They probably feel threatened by you, as they should. Yeah, they should be threatened by me. Fight me, Big Oil. Actually, I shouldn't say that. They would kill me in an instant. Any checkers. Damn.
I'm scared of big crowds.
So the lobby has times too. You're walking around the lobby when you suddenly hear, look, it's Oz! When you turn around, nobody's looking at you. They're looking at someone else. Someone who's cosplaying you. When did you get famous? Are you part of a beloved video game franchise? And more importantly, did that guy steal your clothes? There are too many questions in your head right now. Here, you need +4 boldness to go on with your life without asking them. You're wandering around when you see Omen and Liam arguing, a spooky calling staple as familiar to you as a merch table. One day, the Lion Count. One day without this armor. That is all I ask.
Nope.
Nope. I'd never expect that to be his voice. Okay. Then you're asking too much. The government put you in that magic suppression armor for a reason? Yeah, a stupid reason. You tried to take over the world one time. Sorry, Omen. You know I always champion your ability to be redeemed, but restoring your magic is a step too far. I need to make peace with your new reality. If you need any help with that, let me know.
Oh, fucking Liam.
As if I'd ask you to hold open a door for me, you insufferable, underfruit eggplant. Bad day, Omen? Bad century, more like. Liam refused to authorize me to remove my cursed armor. It's unfortunate because there are many activities I like to perform without it. Fingers crossed she's talking about sex. Alas, we must persevere. There are some other spells in my grimoire that I would like to cast, but I cannot. I used to have the grandest of time summoning otherworldly creatures. Sometimes in broken deals, and sometimes you just have to chat. Ah, the halcyon days of you. My inability to activate a summoning circle makes that impossible. Perhaps with your innovative ideas, we could change that. Omen's ego is clearly riding on this, and hey, with any luck, this might result in her riding on you someday. How can you summon an entity, no magic required? Self-size and selfishness, you're calling them come in. Order a pizza. What a perfect plan. You place a pizza order while Omen dials up her resonant shenanigans.
Woo!
We heard there'd be pizza and came immediately.
Greetings, minions.
Good. But while we wait for the pizza, we're going to pick a fight. Let us check out at the biker bar. What? Why? Doug, my sweet summer child. A summoner's main use is to provide aid in battle. This is the only way to test our
Rejoice, my rowdy barbarians!
I can't get over just Nico being fucking Blitz. Fuck yeah! Let's fight and die for this pizza, Omen. I never ever heard better minions or friends. You soon enter the biker bar. Omen buys a beer exclusively for the purpose of throwing
Count
in
your days, fuckers.
That was my drink, you unwashed frog fucker. You wanna fight? What a sweet coincidence. That's exactly what I want. Eat my axe. Eat axe, you foul beast! Yeah, and I'm gonna hit you too, as soon as I get back from hiding in the bathroom. Pizza for Omen? Okay, why? Okay, hold on a second. Why is that, like, surprisingly very cute? Like, I know they're like a bat vampire, but that's really cute. Yes, I command you to throw pepperonis at my enemies lowly hiring. The things I do to get a tip. Your opponents are filled with pepperoni face. Deal with pepperoni face. One falls up by punching them because it's hard to dodge a punch with scalding pepperonis in your eyes. Yeah, usually it is. Later after the pizza, you all enjoy your pittery pizza. Best spell side effect ever. You gain +2 fun and -2
My
charm.
turn? Really?
Community zone. There's a Smash Bros tournament going on at the community zone. You sign up because love always trumps violence. The matches involve 8 players each and things get horny and confusing quite fast. In the end, it's very hard to tell who actually won, but you all surely got too fun in the process. You, Zoe, Omen, and Doug team up for an epic game of Flutterball. the legendary fantasy sport from the Alice Summer Wonder series. Doug is trying to explain the rules to Omen. So, in the levels, the players pass the flutter ball with their mind powers, and whoever sees that 20 consecutive mind passes wins.
Glorious!
Excellent! I would finally have a chance to witness Zoe tearing a mortal's mind to shreds with her eldritch powers.
That wouldn't be fair. Not everyone has mind powers, so instead we use our hands to make a whoosh noise.
Oh, so is he right for having expectations? Hey nerds, ready to get your asses kicked? You turn to see the opposite team, 4 dudes who look like they just got out of a frat house.
Yellow.
Hi guys, good to meet some fellow Alice Summerwood fans. Alice Summer who? We don't speak nerds, you nerds.
Wait, are you here to play Futterball?
Duh. And me, Tyler, Dylan, and other Tyler are here to kick your fucking ass and do a keg stand to celebrate.
Alright guys, just remember to do the whoosh sound and we'll probably be fine.
Match again, and you're immediately not fine. As promised, you get your ass kicked by Tyler, Dylan, another Tyler, and the other guy, whose name is probably Cody. Was his name Cody? Dylan. His name was Dylan. Tyler, Dylan, another Tyler. There was another guy? Awesome, says probably Cody. I knew playing stupid nerd sports would help us keep our sports scholarships. Upsilon Psi represent. Guys, what are we gonna do? Keep saying whoosh, but my might passes are weak for some reason.
Might be slightly stronger, but we got a weapon they don't have.
My knife?
No, Omen, our knowledge of the franchise.
God damn it, Zoe! Why do you never choose violence?
Bet there's some Flutterball rule that can give us the edge over them, no matter how strong they are. Oz, any ideas?
I had a dog tier team. What I know is says nowhere in the novels that dogs cannot play the sport. Shoot them in their knees and tell them it's a rule. It's not, but since they haven't read the novels, they don't know. Shoot them in the knees.
Yeah!
Ah, thank you. I forgot Omen just had a fucking gun. Owen pulls out a gun and immediately shoots Dylan in the knees. Ah, my knees! I need them for Hacky's sake! Sorry, but the book clearly states that if the team has no points by the second half, they can shoot the other team in the knees. Haha, yes, it's your turn, Tyler. That can't be right. There's no way your nerdy books have cool stuff like gun violence.
You're free to check it if you like.
Very funny, Three Eyes. And exactly we do that, by reading.
Yeah?
Oh, hold on. Tyler, Dylan, other Tyler, and probably Cody huddle and whisper. We said we're gonna read the books. Time out. Time out.
Suit yourselves. The rule is somewhere in the 5th book of the saga, but you need to read the first 4 for context.
Alright, we decided we'd rather just get shot.
This is the most glorious day of my life!
I love Flutterball! Omen shoots everyone in the knees. You make a great combat. Turns out not being super athletic is bad, but not as bad as having being shot in the
I'm
knees.
good at sports.
We won! I finally can say I'm good at the sports! Bros, we lost a match in our sports scholarship, probably Cody says. But they had to read 9 novels, so who's the real loser? You are? Omen's right, and she shoots Cody again! Plus 2 bogeys,
I'm
minus
scared
2
of big crowds.
Let's go to... I didn't get to the main stage last time, so we'll end at the main stage. Oh, I skipped through that by accident. Okay. A while later, Zoe invites you to a cafe to discuss a new project, and you can't wait for a sneak preview of the fanfics going on.
So the idea is that after Space Lord Zorthad gets killed in a cannon, he is reincarnated as a cashier at Walfart. It'll be a true reverse.
Greetings, minions.
Hello, friends. I see you're also patrons of what I've come to call hyperactive bitter bean juice.
I did. Do they not have copy back to your day?
No, they did. I just prefer my name for it. What are you working on?
Oz helping me with a new fanfic. It's about a powerful villain being forced to adapt to modern society.
Fascinating.
Oh my, I find that deeply fascinating for reasons that are not worth examining. What is the plot progression? How does this former overlord adapt to their strange new world?
I'm not sure yet. We're still in the early planning stages.
Can they bring themselves to accept The overpriced superiority of taxicab over the vastly superior locomotive? Do they conquer the hallucinatory barren wasteland of social media, or do they succumb to this insidious brain rot? And, are they successful in their pursuit of happiness?
Oz here to help me answer those kinds of questions. Do you want to help us brainstorm?
No, thank you. Creativity is not my strong suit. I would rather listen to Oz ideas and harshly judge them. You're the scary overlord. Pitch a plot for Zoe's new adversity cafe. The villain gets one legendary artifact that didn't exist in this realm. Therapy. The villain realized the new world would feel way less confusing and threatening if it rode a big menacing excavator where he goes.
I like this idea.
Color me intrigued. What is an excavator?
It's a vehicle a stretching worker used. It kind of looks like a big metal dragon with a shovel for a head.
That sounds badass. Why didn't nobody tell me about this sooner?
I mean, ever heard of an excavator? Isn't your typical icebreaker.
See you.
Well, it
Or
should be.
not.
I'll be back.
I think what you said is an icebreaker for now. Have you ever heard of an excavator?
Well, that's probably gonna be a problem.
Should we go do something about that? Nah, the chair is comfy, and we still have a fanfic going on. It's surprised Omen were so interested in it. I didn't peg them for a Space Lords or that fan.
I'm pretty sure they were just projecting onto the whole first isekai villain thing.
Oh, yeah, that makes a lot more sense in hindsight.
It's always if it's interrupted by a giant excavator blasting through the cafe's wall. Beep beep, motherfuckers. This thing is amazing. Excavating is gonna be my entire personality from now
Oh
on.
my gosh.
Oh, look how much fun they're having.
It's a good day to be a good friend, and flee the scene from the cafe you sort of helped destroy. +2 boldness, -2 charm.
My turn? Really?
Main stage. God, it's taking a toll out of me. Okay, I didn't expect to read so much. Holy fuck. I forget there's a lot of reading. You decide to attend a panel on the merits of soft versus hard magic system and magical growth fiction. After getting the required dick jokes out of the way, you actually learn a lot of valuable info about worldbending mechanics. You gain +2 smarts from all that knowledge and learning so many new dick jokes. Tell me, Oz, what was the happiest day of your life? Is this the day you fell in love, received a hard-earned reward, and a particularly delicious sandwich? Well, prepare to knock that day into second place, because today you're seeing the exclusive preview of the new Dragon Heat movie come in its hype. Sorry, kids, we gotta cut off the line here. The theater's at capacity.
No!
God damn, I did not expect that. So, what? Next is... Con. That heart. I'm guessing that's... I don't know. What? I don't know, honestly. So I'm guessing the stars are like going to the con. The bag is the shop. I don't know what the last one is. My patience is at capacity. Let us in, or when I'm done with you, you'll be eating through a tube.
It's okay, Omen. There are other events we can go to.
Sorry, but no.
No, sorry. I can't be positive about this. I'm going back to the hotel to cry fully clothed in the shower.
No, nobody's leaving. We're not just gonna take this lying down. Nico climbs onto the statues of the Dragon Heat Creek characters until they reach a suitable height to deliver a rousing speech. Fellow fans, hear my roar. We will not be denied our right to see the film of the decade. We did not come to this con to conquer. Did we not come to this con to conquer? To feast upon fun and fandom? To demand the respect we fucking deserve?
Rejoice, my rowdy barbarians!
I say we raid this showcase and lay claim to our seats and refreshments that our ancestors fought and died for. Who's with me? Finally, something violent is happening. I'm in.
I'm in too, but how are we gonna get past the guards? They have tasers or something? Are we gonna line up with people with foam swords?
You don't have goddess-like powers. Can you not simply use those to force our way in?
I could, but like, I didn't eat breakfast this morning. I slept my neck weird. It's not a good time now.
Ah.
Fine. Maybe Oz can make herself useful by coming up with a way to get in. Diversion tactic. for a second.
Yes.
Yes, my knife thirsts for the blood of the man.
No, Owen, I won't let your selfish desire tank your redemption arc.
Zoe, by all means, be as selfish as you wish if you let me commit crimes.
No way.
No way. I will take the mantle of this dark responsibility. He'll thank me someday. Nico jabs security guard with the points of their foam axe. It bounds off harmlessly. My mighty weapons can't penetrate these foes' powerful hides. Battle is lost, my friends. Osis learns, never have a source of stabbing that you can do yourself. Grab Omen's dagger and stab one of the guards. There goes any chance for Oz's redemption arc.
What? Stop!
Be strong! I'll take you to the first aid booth.
No. You took oath that we will never abandon our post, and I'll let you shirk your duties for me. You stay here.
God damn it, partner, I won't quit you! I'm calling for backup! Yikes. Well, only one solution here. Stab the other guard. Shit. The bastard outsmarted us. I can't taser her when I'm not focused on bleeding out.
These were going down together, my partner. In justice.
Woo! My people! Storm the doors!
Wait, there's some seriously good bromance happening out here.
Too late. The crowd picks up Zoe and raises the proof for Mir, which is to say you all sit politely on the floor and watch the film. The movie is so incredible, you can barely focus on the guilt you feel for stabbing two people for basically no reason. And the best part is, your friend can enjoy it without any guilt at all. You can +2 bonus and minus your charm.
It'll be nice to get a break.
It is. Welcome to the food court. I wanted to cover the last two important facts about this place. Conversations and guests. Oh god. So if both of you sit with the same romance object twice in the same run, you'll bond over a conversation. You sit alone twice, you'll have some you time to sit and reflect on life. Yourself, each playable character has one of these. And what about the guests? I want to tell you that there are 3 things you gotta do if you want to give them a date with one of them. First, you have to meet their date requirements by the end of the run. You have clues for what these requirements are when you first greet the guest, and they'll tell you what their type is. Second, you gotta have fun, little date with them to get to know each other better. It's done by calling them a second time when you come back to the food court. Third, remember to choose none of them when you're tasked with romance option. You want to date at the end of the run. Wait, what? And that'd be all. Oh. Is there just like a completely different romance people? Hold on. Where'd I guessed? What? So I just gotta choose no one at the end of the game in order to get a guest. Okay. Strange. Okay. I didn't know that part. Now, let's go somewhere. Omen. Talk about being a spooky volunteer at SpookyCon, the SpookyCon friend group hobbies. You mean the paltry army Liam has gathered to conquer the SpookyCon place? I don't think it's supposed to be an army, nor that Liam's goal is to conquer SpookyCon. Obviously, even with my military prowess, it'd be almost impossible to accomplish such an objective.
Oh, fucking Liam.
Once again, a war lost in its inception due to Liam's legendary ineptitude. What am I supposed to do with the 4 jesters he has introduced me to? Have fun? Surely an activity have much more suited for them, rather than waging war. Look at Doug. For instance, he might have excellent at giving hugs, but he has 0 combat skills.
Just why?
Zoe, an admirable woman of incredible might, that has rejected destruction to embrace what? Happiness? Make them sound really swell, really. And there's Nico, a mimic who won't shoot
Yeah.
shit. Well, yes, they rarely do that. They usually have a genius idea, but I still can't understand why they avoid utilizing their most useful skill. Lead sometimes comes with the most ingenious plans, but they almost include any kind of murder. It's almost as if being with them has helped you stay far from trouble. Precisely! April, on the other hand, that woman knows trouble. You can see that she has thirst for blood and a penchant for violence. It's commendable, and yet she chooses to mask such admirable traits behind a shiny and obnoxious persona. Probably all planned to win over the masses with their cloying songs. That's one covered crown for you, am I right? Indeed. She has everyone fooled, especially as she has some other considerable luring traits. You know, traits worth admiring.
Ooh.
Ah, yes, I think I've admired her traits. They are considerable indeed. Yes, I think I admired her traits. They're considerable indeed. You like them, don't you, Squidward? Ugh, what a sad excuse for my army. But I guess they aren't my army, and so it is my duty to command them. I'll bring them countless victories, even if it costs me my other arm. Omen sure has a thorny way of talking about their friends, but you can tell they deeply care. You spend the next hours talking about various things, but you can't help but wonder if they have a thorny, beautiful thing to say to you. So now talking.
Why is a blank page
it's
so
a
intimidating?
comic. Okay. So the stars are
I'm scared of big crowds.
the stars are the main con. The suitcase is of course the shop. The smiling facing speech bubbles are the comics. And the hearts are going to a picnic. Got it. Let's go to the lobby again. Hey, you need water. It's important to stay hydrated. You know, you're right. I'm gonna drink water right now. He offers you a bottle. You get so nervous by the social knowledge that you totally forget how to properly use a bottle. You water yourself like the awkward little flower that you are. You thank the stranger who left confused. Well, maybe it's not so bad. What if the water was glazed? Good thing you didn't manage to drink it like a normal person. Aim +4 bonus. You're in the middle of the plot line, huh? I'm here to explain a small twist. Knowing when you choose an option in an event, you will gain the stat associated with that option, and lose the stat associated with the other option, right? Hope you're paying attention to the other tutorials. Well, the last event of each plotline goes back to our classic stat threshold mechanic from the previous games. What does this mean? In these events, each option is tied to a stat. You gotta guess which stat is tied to each option, and then check your own stats, okay? Then if you want to succeed, you must choose the option tied to your highest stat of the two. Oh, so I gotta choose what goes with my stats, and I gotta choose something that correlates with the stat. If you choose right, congratulations, you'll be one step closer to getting a secret ending. But if you choose wrong, then you will fail the event and the plotline will come to an end, preventing you from getting its secret ending. No pressure, right? Nothing else to say? Go for it, player. Afterward, you're thinking dreaming of Omen and how sexy she is when she's trying to remove her armor and restore her magical powers. You're daydreaming about her arguing with Liam until you realize that she's actually right in front of you, arguing with Liam about it. Dreams do come true. What about half a day? And I shan't even remove the full armor, just the cape. Omen. Omen, we've been over this. The answer is no. Come on. I'm doing a compromise with you instead of simply bashing your skull in. Is that not indicative of the past growth I made as a person? I hear you, but I said no. And even if I were to change my mind, I doubt the Coven would ever agree to it.
Oh.
I have ways of making them agree. Like, baking them a batch of delicious cookies, which practically no poison in them. That is what nice people do to persuade others, right? Well, that's a start.
Goodbye.
Look, I got a panel to go to now. We could talk more about this later. Wait, you're not dismissing me outright? Does that mean I have a chance? We'll see. Don't get your hopes up. Too late. It's good news. Liam is close to caving in and giving me my powers back. I need to sharpen my rusty magic skills. One I definitely like to practice necromancy ritual. I used to cast a raise on army of skeletons. Such wonderful times I had. There I was, conquering kingdoms, terrifying the widows and children. I was a bona fide bone lord. So what about it? Can you work your magic, non-magic skills and get me the skeleton warriors I deserve? Oof, that was a tall order, but Omen's happiness is on the line. Time to raise those bones. This is a true calling as a shenanigan doer. Convince Omen she has raised an army of reanimated skeletons by pulling out the biggest weekend at Bernie's ever. Just raise a regular army. Almost everything is flesh-covered skeleton anyways. The only thing standing between Omen and the skeleton army will be skinning a lot of people. God, I had to sneeze. Okay. Call up Doug and Nico, who are always down for whatever bullshit we gotten up to, and get to work raising the army.
Dang!
Wow, I never would have guessed we could have convinced so many people to convince us such little time. Never would have mistake the power of online radicalization. It's almost a bit scary. So, how was everyone's skinning game? Whoever is the least experienced can use my machete. I think I can manage with this potato peeler. Maybe I can just raise the team's morale, like, distance?
Splendid!
Suit yourself. More skinning for me. 3 hours later. Okay, I got my second one done. How are you doing? Shy! Hello, Shy. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Nice to see you here. Alright. Still on my first, I'm not very good at this. Same. It's sorta hard with screaming and all that.
It's not that bad.
You got this, team. It's not so bad. Just purchase them as big, delicious potatoes. Look, I'm super into chewing Omen up, but... And hear me out. What if we made an army of skeletons with a skin exoskeleton? Isn't skin basically armor for skeletons anyway? Let's just drop this whole army plan. It's proven impossible to create my grimoire spells perfectly anyway. You sure? Well, I thank you, Shy, for coming by and lurking. It's a pleasure to have you here. I hope you enjoy the game. I really like it so far. Lots of talking, but I really like it so far. You sure? Yes, it's okay. A century has passed. It is only natural that times and I have changed. Makes sense. We already lost half our recruits once they saw the whole skinning thing anyways. Nico grabs a freshly skinned skeleton and moves it like a ventriloquist puppet. I bet a hot dog would cheer you up, Omen. Come to dinner with us. Don't be a bonehead. Sure. Let's go. Enjoy a delicious dinner with your friends. All that boldness skinning. All that plus 2 boldness skinning sure worked up an appetite.
But I'm not prepared!
I'm not prepared! You attend a workshop at the community zone. A renowned hairstylist is teaching the top 5 anime hairstyles to hide your bald spot. You thought the Sailor Moon fringe would look good on you, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Star shape takes the cake. It needs a metric ton of hair gel, but it really brings out your features. Man, you can't wait to be bald. You gain plus 2 fun and plus 1 amazing hairstyle. Later, you invite Omen to wind down and watch a movie at the hotel. Then you two can spend some much-needed one-on-one time together. This is peak cinema, and exceptionally relatable. What did you say it was called? Despicable Me.
Fascinating.
Fascinating. You see Omen reach into the popcorn bowl. Now's your chance to not so actually brush your fingers and create some romantic tension. Ah! Spider! Owen grabs you and tries to crush your fingers. Hot. Once your bones squeak, you realize she's holding your hand. Dot, dot, dot. Ow. Stop staring at me with that dumb face! She sucks you in the jaw. Hot, but also ow. My apologies. I have cuteness aggression. Aw, are you saying I'm cute? Aw, you saying I'm cute? No. Yes. I don't know. Shut the fuck up! She punches you again. One more round of flirting and you're gonna end up eating your teeth. Still, it's clear that Omen at least kind of likes you. Surely there's something you can do to help her relax and open up to you. Omen can't remove her Iron Maiden, but it sure looks uncomfortable. I'll prefer get inside to give her a much-needed back rub. She's been in prison in an enclosed space for more than a century. Maybe she's into that now? Get buried with her for the night. What? Would that be creativity or smarts? This will be maybe boldness. Omen, I have a fun date idea. Do you want to get buried alive together? Oz, you always suggest the most peculiar shit. And it turns me on. I'm in. Let's get buried. Hey, that sounds fun. I bet it's do you want. Nico, why the fuck are you under the bed? A good detective always looks for clues, even the most unlikeliest of places. Also, I've been stuck on here for an hour. I was just gonna wait it out because I didn't want to ruin your day, but I'll bury you if you want me to get you out of here. It's a deal. 3 hours later, you and Omen are sexually, claustrophobically confined in a coffin 6 feet underground. So then, I told those uppity heroic prudes exactly where they could stick their magic wands. You should have seen their faces. They wrecked my shit afterwards, of course, but it was worth it. Due to the tight space, your face is pressed deep into Omen's cleavage to properly articulate a response, not that you're complaining. I must say, Oz, being a prison in a small space is way more fun with company. Thank you for suggesting this. You and Omen spent a wonderful night here, and most of the next morning because Nico almost forgets to dig you up. Oxygen was a bit lacking by the end, but you never say no to a couple hours of spending time with Omen. Gain +2 bonus being buried alive for love, but you gain some some brain cells responsible for your charm died 2 from the lack of air, so you lose -2 charm.
You sure it's my turn?
I'm at negative charm? I didn't think that was possible. I went to the main stage last time. Let's go take our drawings. I'm off. You decide to hone your drawing skills by drawing some fan art. You draw Son Goku, but you give him boobs. What a creative interpretation. Then you draw Splash Kaboom with a twist. You add boobs and draw Splash Kaboobs. You're on a roll. Finally, you draw Misato from Evangelion. You turn into a green-skinned biomechanical symbiote and make her blonde. Also, you gave her a second pair of boobs. You deserve +2 creativity for your successful boobs. You're leaving your last activity when Omen steps directly into the Oz! Hi? Hi. Is everything okay? Do not interrupt me! As of late, I find myself a bit into you. And sex. Perhaps even both at the same time. Do not let it go to your head. It is a rare day when a glorious overlord, such as myself, stoops to lay with a pathetic worm like you. Anyways, I'm here to make you mine, but I'm unsure of the current courtship rituals, and therefore do not know how to proceed. I thought it'd be best to simply ask you directly. What is the typical courting procedures these days? No chance to forever change the courtship. Now you need 5 seasons of will they won't they as a love triangle and at least only one bed situation. The rigor short have been stipulated into 4 bases: kissing, hand stuff, whole stuff, and trauma dumping. Well, that's the boldness option. Really? How efficient. Without warning, Omen yanks you in for a kiss. Your lips slide over her beautiful steel-cold mouth. Then she's gone, and before you can process what happened, she punches you in the face. There, kissing and hand stuff in less than a minute. I am crushing you at this. Next thing you know, you're sitting at the edge of a bottomless hole with Omen, tossing in some stuff you know. Farewell left glove, left arm brace, left shoe. Wait, shit! Well, oh well. What are you throwing at us? Your dreams of Omen doing despicable things to your hole tonight, for one. Just old clothes and some potential blackmail material I want buried. Very smart. That means we're on to step 4, right? Trauma dumping. He was mine.
Oh.
I'm still not over Scabby's tavern shutting down. It was a dank, moldy hole of blood, sin, and cheap rum. God, type I said. Huh. Plus, he didn't bring a beam trapped in an Iron Maiden for centuries. I mean, sure, imprisonment was boring, but Scabby's was legendary. Fair. I also noticed you mentioned losing your hand. I want you to know that I'm here for you if you ever want to talk about that. Who cares about my hand? Damned if I wouldn't lose the other one if that meant they reopened that tavern. Anyways, it's your turn for trauma. Go. One embassy requires vulnerability, so you bear the deepest trauma you have. The story that you won't even bring out for truth.
Indeed.
Yes, that is quite sad. But if you could have gone to Scabby's tavern, you would have known its closure was sadder. I think I wanted trauma. I expect I wanted hand stuff for kissing too. I did not think to throw out blackmail material either though, so you're a superior hole stuffer. Maybe we could have a rematch sometime. It's a deal. You and Omen watch the sun sink into the horizon, getting +2 fun and losing 2 creativity.
But I'm not prepared!
And this is the last one. Either the main stage or the merch hall. Let's go merch hall to end it all off. Because I didn't pick it for the first round, I might as well pick it for the last. You find the same teenagers selling their own fanzines. Oh, so cute. You check them out and they are awful. As far as you remember, you had better taste when you were their age. To show them how it's done, you make your own sign right in front of them. What a mentor. You leave it on their stand so they can sell it. They don't seem to like you, but that awesome sign you makes you too charmed. You're wondering which of your friends you coincidentally run into next when you see Liam and Owen arguing nearby. Look, as your sponsor, I can't be saying that I think you've been bringing the right attitude to meetings lately.
Fuck the redemption arc program.
And I am saying that the redemption art program is stupid, pointless bullshit, and I want out. You know, you'll have to go back to prison if you quit, right? I know, but I cannot deal with the youths are doing to their jobs these days. I believe it's called quiet quitting.
Nope.
No, man. You cannot quiet quit rehab. Fuck, I hate this. What is the point of being good anyways? It's just something you have to do. I do not have to do anything. That is just what Big Good wants you to think. Big Good. Goodness is a requirement that live in a civilized society. You have to make positive choices and care about other people. Objection. I can be evil and care about other people. I care very much for Doug and April and Oz. What about me?
Huh.
So saying I care for the others and still subjugate the universe to my ruthless totalitarian rule, though these are not conflicting ideas.
I'm out.
That's not. Fuck it, I give up. Oz, I see you hiding behind that pillar. Make yourself useful and give me the inaugural reason why Omen should choose to live a life of good. It's cool to have morals, and if you manage to collect all the morals, they let you add a new rule to the rules of conduct. How else are you going to get good rating at ratemymorals.com? What? This changes everything! Omen grabs Liam, and you all run to the country clerk's office. I'll just need you to fill out this form confirming you have all the morals, saying the clerk and adult. I need you to fill out this form confirming you have all the morals, says the clerk in a dull, monotone voice befitting of a government agent. Let's see what we have here. Forgive others, be humble, admit fault, check, check, check. What could you possibly have done to exhibit those morals? Do you remember when I accidentally stabbed that teenager in the shoulder?
Ugh.
Accidentally? He said stop pissing me off or I will stab you right here before you do it. Nevertheless, I admitted fault for hurting him, forgave him for being a crybaby, showed him humility and not sticking around to finish the job. You're not gonna accept this, are you? Sir, I'm about to clock out. She's technically fulfilled her requirements. It's good enough for me. You may add one moral to the list, Miss Undefeatable Omen.
Genius.
I thought long and hard about it. I would like to make it a morally correct to punch Liam the Lioncourt whenever he says something snarky. Sure. Done. Have a good night. Okay. That's not bad as I was expecting, but it's also the stupidest thing I've ever— Ow! God damn it, Omen, that hurt! Look, Liam, I am a good person. By all technical difficulties, even Liam has to argue that Omen's behaving better than usual today. You gain +2 fun and lose -2 charm for putting her on a path of good. Poggers. The last day at the con. Who will be your con love? None of them. Zoe, Doug, Liam, April, Nico, and Omen. Well, I've been going for Omen this whole run, really. I really do like Zoe and Nico, and I think I'm going to do one of them the next time I play this game, which won't be today because I've been going for quite a while, and also, God, I did not realize how long it would take to voice act a lot of this stuff. Jesus. Maybe I should play this with other people, because other people can do voices too. I'll mark that down for later. Anyways, Omen. Yes. Let's check your comic.
It's time to see how the comic has turned out.
Alright, what was the goal we agreed on for these days' work?
The cover, the overall plot, and one full finished page.
Do you remember how you've sold each one of your exercises? Is the key how the muse will give shape to fruitful of your life?
Which is why Liam's pedantic way of saying that now is when we'll see the options you choose will affect the comic you're about to see.
Assuming for wanting to imbue poetry in our day-to-day.
I may see you later, Liam. For now, I want to take a peek at this comic.
Finally, the art gang gathers around to put all the pieces of your greatest masterpiece together. Time to see the fruits of your labor. Everyone wants to kiss me on the mouth. I'm gonna be so completely honest. I'm gonna screenshot that, first of all. Second of all, I'm gonna be so completely honest. That is the cutest fucking pumpkin gal I've ever seen. Oh my god. Everyone wants to kiss me on the mouth. Everyone wants to kiss me on the mouth. Is said to be the next harem sensation. Jacqueline, a humble country girl who's moved to the big city in search of someone who can explain to her what yeet means. Little does she know that she will find love. Due to the fate and the precarious state of economy, she'll end up sharing an apartment with several smoking hot roommates. The roommates all have one thing in common. None of them can resist Jacqueline's inexplicable ability to transform into a tiger. There's the buff, ever horny Morty. Quiet, handsome. There's the buff, ever horny Morty. The quiet, handsome Mimi. Seductive, breathtaking Milo. And many more. This isn't what Jacqueline will also struggle to get used to urban life's most puzzling aspect. Its lack of cows. Thank you, Mouse. Welcome to the stream, and thank you for following. Happy to see you here. Both you and Shy haven't come and dropped by. Also, I wonder if these are going to be like DLC characters, because I know this guy's Milo. They're a DLC character. Hello, Mouse. Welcome. But I know Milo's like a DLC character. I wonder if Jacqueline... I'm guessing that's Morty, and that's... Mimi? I wonder if these three will be DLC characters as well. Poor Jacqueline. So many changes and so many suitors. But she can't decide who to recuperate for one big reason. An ancient curse. Only one thing is clear. There will be lots of kissing on the mouth. Milo, you're back. I thought you were still mad at me. I got a tattoo of your mom while I was drunk. Jack, I could never be mad at you. That's just something I wanted to tell you. Milo, you bastard! I heard you from the shower! We saw none of us kiss Jacqueline on the month until the cherry trees blossom. Bleh. Damn. Ass out. Swangin'. Put on a towel, man. Well, I realized maybe Jacqueline should have some say in that. And also, fuck you. Hi guys, what's happening here? To be continued. The con after party is approaching. Oz. Oh, I got a secret ending. That's sick. Cool. You go looking for Omen to invite them to the party, but they actually end up finding you first.
Glorious!
Oz, you'll never believe it. Liam actually convinced the coven to let me take off my cape for a few hours. Who would have thought that that tedious fucker would actually be good for something? This should allow me to channel at least some of my power. That's credible, Omen. What spells do you want to cast first? Actually, I've decided not to cast any magic. What? I thought that was the whole reason you want to take the cape.
Oh.
It was at first, but now I realize that there are other things I'd rather do without my clothes. I'm talking about having sex. With you. Yeah, no, I got that. I'm in. Of course you are.
These chains may finally prove useful.
Okay. Considering that they've been out to practice for over 100 years, Omen's surprisingly great in bed. You can't believe they gave up their chances to magically turn people inside out just to fuck you. Maybe they're closer to redemption than you thought. Or maybe they're hornier than they are evil. Either way, it's a win. God, okay.
629? 347? What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
God. I only got 19 and 16, and this has been 2 hours of gameplay. My God, dude. Before we knew it, the con had ended. It was just 4 days, but we could swear it felt like an entire lifetime. All sorts of misadventures took place, entire friendships blossomed, and we ourselves changed as people. The idea of going back to our day-to-day lives made us feel a bit disoriented. Promises were made of not growing apart, of meeting again soon. Still, we would lie if we say it didn't feel a bit sad to leave all that behind. But as each of us went our own way, we realized that whenever we went, these people would be there with us. And with that came a truth that to this day, we hold close to our hearts. That no matter where we are, we belong. It's a thought that still gives us warmth, that makes us feel, once again, young and unafraid. It reminds us that even as years go by, we will always be ready to start.
When you stream, you would not believe what you have to deal with.
Aww.
So many companies treat you like you're robbing,
I
like
made
a
another
thief.
ending.
But you don't have to fear. It won't happen with me.
Aww.
We were meant
And
to
Zoe's
trust
left alone.
each
So
other.
sad. Yo, Doug. April, dancing. What? Whoa, okay. Who's the demon guy? I haven't seen him. Zoe. Oh, it's my comic. Or our comic.
To the streamer version
Ooh.
of Monster Gun's credit song. Technically this time I made the other credit.
Yeah, that game was so fun. It's still as good as the original game, I have to admit. And God, I can't wait to play more of it because it's fucking 629 outcomes. I gotta find them all, obviously. But jeez.
Cause when you stream, you would not believe what you have to deal with. So many companies treat you like you're robbing, like a thief.
I love the art
You
of
don't have
this.
to fear, it won't happen with me. We were meant to trust it.
Monster Prom 5, yes. Dude, this game just came out like a month ago, and they already confirmed Monster Prom 5. Okay, that's sick as fuck. Dude, it's so fucking cool. Ah, I love them.
Thanks for playing. Leave us a good review.
God.
I will gladly leave a review for this game. Yeah, the art is so cute. I fucking love it as well. You just unlocked the new plotline. You can now call Sawyer. Call? New Sawyer. You unlock the new outfit for Omen. You unlock 2 new comic generals. You unlock the blind blocks figure. Gallery. Art gallery. Secret. Well, yeah, that's just the ending scene. Ah, and there's the comic. everyone wants to kiss me on the mouth. Regular. I kind of like that background, honestly. I really like all the backgrounds of this game. They're all really nice. There's apparently another one. Oh, the bar. Like just worm, Liam. I'm gonna screenshot this and save that for later. I'm gonna make it my Discord fucking profile background. The whole a biker shop that we fucking got into a fight with. Standard. Playable characters. I've seen those variations though. Oh, there's just different variations where we can show up. Is that a magical girl? Sailor Moon? And that's just a living domino. And date. Here's all the playable characters. I played Oz, non-playable characters. Aww. That's so adorable. I love this so much. This game is so cute sometimes. Despite being the most South Park-ass fucking visual novel game. Okay, here. Ooh, characters. Yep, there's April, and there's 3 different mascots. That's where when the angry, smartass, detective, lust, sleepy or lazy, scared, crazy, sad. I don't know, angry? Even more anger? Then there's Doug. Aww. Hold on, I know there's one expression that I really liked on April. I really love this expression because it was so funny in the game. Just, huh. A bunch of expressions for you. You don't have any different outfits, but I know you do. You had that. You had another one, I believed. Oh my god, and Nico. Okay, fun fact: Nico Sharp is voiced by Blitzo from Hell of a Boss, which I find fucking insane. And he makes such a great voice actor for this guy. Barbarian, surgical. I don't know that one. It's some type of reference, but I don't know it. Detective and naked. And there's Omen. I didn't see this! What? I need to find that one. And then Zoe. Garfield. Oh, that's adorable. Is there any more? Oh, the cops. Love those guys. And the Coven.
What is going on? What is happening?
Okay. I don't remember seeing you. You're in the end comic, but I haven't seen you, actually. What? Oh, wait, no, I think I seen like a little avatar of your character, which I called cute, but I never actually seen you, actually, in the game. There's Mila. The heart and nail switch colors when they show a different expression. That is sick. And there's the narrator. Naked as always. Riz, the fucking streamer. Okay, and that's that. And then there's the end game for Omen. That was Oz. I'm not going through all those. Oh, items. Central Sydney Opera House. And of course, new characters in which... What? That's a character icon? Angry mascot. April 1st. Nervous mascot, sad mascot, Doug, Liam, Nico, Cop Demon, Cop Angel, Omen, Zoe. That's the cult, Sub Zoe, Mamini, Mamimi. Shopkeeper Riz Mamimi.
Mamimi.
April Fran 3. That looks like Noelle from Deltarune, to be honest. That's the icon I saw, actually, that I call pretty cute. I like her. I like Congoer, too. And the pumpkin girl, Jacqueline. Yo! I really like her design. She's so freaking cool. Morty, the narrator. Vendor 1, Vendor 2. Second tarot player, first tarot player. That looks like just a JoJo character. Tabletop game dev. That's fucking funny. And that's that. Okay. Well, stream ran on a bit long. 2 hours is pretty good, honestly. And I say I'm going to end it off there because, geez, my voice is worn out. I did not expect to have... Well, I didn't know I had to talk a lot. I just didn't know I could talk a lot. And, yeah. But I think that should be the end for right now. I thank everyone for coming, for the first people that came to watch my first stream. I thank you all for coming. I thank each and every one of you for following me. And I thank for the people that stopped by and decided to just come by, even if it's just for a little bit. I love you all. I hope to see you guys inside the next stream, which I should be streaming tomorrow at... same time starting. I should be streaming tomorrow at 10 o'clock. And I'll be playing Enter the Gungeon. 10 a.m. CST. I'll be streaming Enter the Gungeon, and I should be going on for even longer. Though I will end, of course, before my D&D session gets to it. But yeah, before my D&D session starts, I should end before that. Don't worry, Mouse. Don't worry, Shy. I'm not gonna abandon you guys. I love D&D. I love D&D! But anyways, I will see each and every one of you later. I thank you for coming. I thank you for staying, and I hope to see you later. Have a wonderful day.